Ready for it.
Thrilled for it.
Presenting Franks with Turbo Booster Jet Engine.
Gujarat Titans are through, but now they're eyeing the top two. They've got 2 games left. The first of those sees them welcome the now eliminated Lucknow Super Giants in Ahmedabad on Thursday. Let's build up to the game. On Nexa presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout, where we are joined by Tom Moody and Varun Aaron. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. Gujarat Titans, been easy. They're cruising into the playoffs. Titanic efforts from the top 3. Let's focus a bit on one of those players, Sai Sudharsan. When you view the way he's come along, and you've seen him over the last few seasons, what's changed for Sai Sudharsan? How has he become this prolific run-making machine?
I think the thing that really stands out for me is his range of stroke play without really compromising his tempo and his technique. So he's found the ability to access boundaries both on the off and leg side to be able to keep the run rate going at a pace that's required. So he's got many more gears to his game now, which is pleasing to see.
It did come up a few times. As prolific as he was last season, we could find certain instances where he took a while to get going. His power play strike rate wasn't the highest. What's he done to improve that? Because at the moment, across phases, he's elite.
Well, I think the big thing is that it's confidence for him. He's feeling exceptionally confident. He's seeing the ball like a football, and he's assured of his position in the side. So he's feeling very confident with his role in the side, and he's just going out there enjoying himself and expressing himself.
Assured himself as a Titan, should Sai Sudharsan be entering the conversation around India's T20I setup?
100%. I would say you would be around any setup, not just T20, the one-dayers, the tests. But for starters, India are going to play England in the tests. I think his technique will hold good even in the bigger formats, and I would say he deserves a place in the test team as of now. T20s can happen later, but test team to start with for sure.
You see him succeeding if he gets the chance in tough conditions in England?
There is no reason he wouldn't succeed, because he already has had a stint in England before in the county circuit. He is used to those conditions, and he has a very tight technique. So there's nothing which I can see which he's going to have to make a monumental shift from his T20 game to his test game at all.
I do still want to probe both of you around his T20I prospects, because it's not an easy door to break down. The incumbents are Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson. That already means Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman Gill are waiting. Where do you see Sai Sudharsan in the scheme of things?
The way I look at him, there's no question he could walk into any of the 3 sides that India play. But the way I see it is I would slowly drip feed him, purely because India's got the luxury to be able to do that. They don't need to force him into the T20 side or the 50-over side for that matter. So, yes, there's a need, in the test setup, given the recent retirements. I would be embracing that and making that his focus for now. And then in time, he may get his opportunity in the white ball format.
All right. He is going prolific, 617 runs going into the second last league stage game. Let's see where he finishes. And let's turn our attention to Lucknow Super Giants, who, believe it or not, did win the reverse fixture. It was a long time ago. Back then, LSG had 4 wins in 6 games. Season spiraled from there. They are no longer in playoffs contention. What would you want to see LSG try and do or achieve in these last couple of games?
They're going to have to do the impossible against Gujarat, especially get wickets with the new ball, because that's what they have not been doing. Their fast bowlers have just not been on point, especially Akashdeep. You know what? He's been given a long run in the IPL. I think he's played more than 7 or 8 games, and his economy is still touching 12. He's got to get wickets with the new ball. That's his main role. And especially going into the test series, you got to get wickets as a test bowler with a new ball in T20s at least. So if you go to see the way LSG have operated, they say, yes, there have been injuries, but their fast bowling has faltered throughout the season.
The bowling's been such a big issue for them, and the one bowler who has been good every game will miss this game in Digvesh Rathi. We've also spoken a lot about the balance and how they just didn't have the right mix. Would you like to see them try some of the all-rounders in the squad, some of the domestic options who we haven't seen much of?
I think they need to be very careful how they sort of exit this season, because there is a unique opportunity where they can have a genuine look at a couple of players that are going to play a role moving forward. They've got a situation where I think they've got a number of players they need to consider whether they're going to retain or not. Therefore, I think their selections needs to be based around having a look at what it looks like for next year. And if that means compromising a couple of players to rest them, to have a look at others, I think that is the way to go.
If you consider the players in that possible mix to try out, Shahbaz Ahmed has got only one game, and then you have the younger players like Rajvardhan Hangargekar and Arshan Kulkarni. Who would you like to see get a game here?
I think Arshan Kulkarni is one of those guys who's been talked about a lot, a really good all-rounder. And Shahbaz Ahmed has been good for Sunrisers as well. So I would want both of these guys to play for sure, especially Digvesh Rathi is going to be missing. So Shahbaz Ahmed is an automatic swap.
All right. Anyone backing Lucknow to do the double over Gujarat in this season?
It'd be a nice sort of jolt for GT at this time of the tournament, just to make sure that they're not invincible going into finals, but I can't see them losing.
I think they got that jolt against RR. That was a serious jolt against Weber Suryavanshi getting
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
You can have a couple of jolts.
Sure,
though.
100%. but another jolt would actually be a good reset, but I don't see that happening, just like what Tom's saying.
Yeah, any of the Titans fans who believe in law of averages want those openers to fall early in these couple of games so it doesn't happen in the playoffs. Thank you, gentlemen, for setting up the game. That does it from us. GT versus LSG is the game on Thursday. Be sure to join the build-up just before toss time on Nexa Presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout.
Ready for it.
Thrilled for it.
Presenting Franks with Turbo Booster Jet Engine.
Nexa.